Okay. 1969, you asked me earlier about pivotal points, about most important points, and this one I forgot. And it was just an incredible, incredible lesson. I like to joke that I'm one of the few people living who met Bruce Lee and didn't teach him a thing. But inadvertently, he taught me something, which was really good. It was in 1969, it was at the International Karate Championships, and at that point in time, there would be a break between the daytime eliminations and the finals. So we're all outside, we're waiting for the doors to open, and about a couple 100 feet or so, right up at the front walk, there's this limo that drives up. Out walks Bruce Lee and his wife. I mean, I can recognize Bruce Lee. It's like, I'm a 16-year-old kid, my eyes go, boom! And before you know it, I'm making a beeline to Bruce Lee. I gotta meet him. I gotta, you know. So anyway, so I get up, and it's like he's walking this way, and I intercept him, actually land in front of him, and my brain's turned to mush. Blank. So I, excuse me, you're Mr. Bruce Lee, aren't you? He smiles, says yes. I collect business cards, which I did at the time. I collect business cards. Could I get one of yours? Now, you're in karate shirt, you're in karate pants. What did you come to this dojo in that attire? Okay, so usually I'll ask people, and usually they show up street clothes, they change, right? So okay, good. So what did you wear? Oh, well, I had a pair of jeans on. Good. What kind of shoes? I had my Converse All-Stars. What color were your socks? I wore white socks with those. Good. So now, what kind of shirt did you have? Oh, well, I had this polo shirt on. What color was it? Blue, and it had a crest like that. Good. You know what you wore, right? You know what you put on. Yeah? Bruce Lee. Now, this is 1969. He's got his black Nehru jacket on, so it's like, you know, the collar's up to here. He's got his white skin-tight pants. You could probably count the hairs on his butt. They were that tight. He had no wallet in his jacket. He had no wallet in his pants. What does he do? Pat, 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 pat. I'm sorry, I don't have any with me today. Maybe another time. Thank you, sir. Now, you can't tell me that Bruce Lee didn't know what he put on to come to the International Karate Championships. You can't tell me that he forgot. You can't tell me that he didn't know that he didn't have a wallet or a business card on him. He took 4 seconds, maybe 5 seconds, to go through the motions for a kid who just wanted to meet him. Now that is manners. That is manners to somebody who is an underbelt. And it took me a long time to process that, to really duplicate, you know, because here's Bruce Lee, the Green Hornet. He's been on the magazines. He's this, you know, big guy. But he took 4 to 5 seconds. I mean, he could have easily blown me off like a famous fighter did later that evening. So I had a real yin and yang there. But the Bruce Lee thing was, you know, check the pockets, go through the motions. Gosh, I don't have one. Maybe next time. Thank you, sir. And I left, and I was just lit up, just beaming. The lesson on that is that, and later on that night, I wanted to just introduce myself to a fighter who just blew me off. I mean, so there was the high of the Bruce Lee thing, and then there was this fighter who was my hero at the time, blew me off, and just boom. So I've always followed the Bruce Lee thing. I've had, you know, anybody wants an autograph? Hey, I've always got time for an autograph. I had one guy ask, he says, after the seminar, I've got an abstract question for you. Sure, find me after the seminar. Ask me the question, we discuss it. I've had matches where I'm ready to go on stage, and the kid comes up with a program. You know, can I get your autograph? And I've gone, you know, well, look, you stay right here. Don't move from this spot. I'll be back. I got to fight now. I will come back exactly to you. You stay here. I go up, I fight, win, lose, or draw. The kid's there, you go, boom, 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 sign it, shake his hand. There you go. You never know how you're going to influence somebody. You never know, whether it's by body language, whether it's by what you say, and who knows? Maybe if Bruce Lee blew me off, maybe I might not be a martial artist. Maybe, knowing me, I probably would have. But let's say if somebody's on the edge, or maybe martial arts isn't as important. This is the effect that one can create positively or negatively on another. And that was probably one of the high points of my life, and probably one of the best teaching points in terms of receiving instruction, whether directly or inadvertently, that I got. It's my Bruce Lee story. And I love telling it because usually I get into a little more humor on it. But the main thing is that he had a split-second choice. Here's some knucklehead kid who interrupted where he was walking because he was heading into the arena. What do I do with this kid? Gave him 6 seconds of his time. Boom. What can you say? That was class. So I try and emulate that same kind of class to anybody. I don't care what black belt they are. I don't care if they're a kid. I don't care if they're an old person. I don't care if they're my age. I don't care if they somebody who disagrees with me and they want to debate something. Doesn't matter. One's influence can extend anywhere. So can you be a positive influence? That was my Bruce Lee lesson, my Bruce Lee story. And I got the same thing from Steve Sanders, Steve Muhammad, who headed the Black Karate Federation at that time. I heard all this stuff about, BKF, BKF, white, black, white, black, white, black. Oh my goodness, there's Steve Sanders. Oh geez, he's surrounded by all his guys. Oh my God, I'm gonna get mugged. Well, I came from a town with 24,000 people, real white town, 2 black kids I knew, peripherally. I had to go, he's in the magazines, I had to go meet him. Walk over, excuse me, Mr. Sanders, I've seen the magazines, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Dan Anderson. Hello, sir. He shook my hand, said something softly, very nice. I didn't get killed. No, nobody cared that I walked up to him. It wasn't this whole black thing that was going to happen. Changed me on race relations. 180 degrees. I've been an honorary member of the BKF ever since. Little things. How do you treat somebody else? Al Dacascos, same doggone tournament. His friends went to a movie, locked the door. My friends went to a movie, locked the door. We go into I'm into the lobby, I meet him, and he's a kung fu fighter at that time. He sits down and talks, just idles away the time, 3 hours with an unknown brown belt. Me. How you treat people. Like that lesson, that term was so filled with really terrific life lessons that I had to include Steve Muhammad now, who I just adore. The guy's just a prince, he's class, Professor Al Dacascos. That's the type of thing you want to emulate for other students. So that was, a key point, but also a real defining point, which came to fruition later. And this is what I try and do now. I might be a name, I might not be a name to others, whatever, but you treat people with that common courtesy, that common respect, and maybe it transforms into more of an urge to do martial arts. And then if they get anywhere near the benefits that I got, boom, my job's done. So there you go.